Madison. I hope you all are having a lovely, lovely Saturday. I hope that wherever you're watching this from, it is as gorgeous and sunny as it is here. It's a little chilly today, but definitely beautiful weather that we're having overall. So anyway, this is not the news report. This is about sex. So I have done a ton of sessions lately and consults and just talked with different people, and I keep hearing the same thing over and over again. People not talking to their partners, talking to the people they're actually having sex with about the sex that they're having. So I've had several people coming to me to be clients for consults, and one of the questions I ask is, well, what does your partner say about this? What's the feedback you're getting? And I hear, oh, we don't talk about that. And yet they're talking about it with me, which I feel honored when somebody is able to talk to me about what's going on in their intimate life and are able to be vulnerable. But I do find it very interesting when people are not able to talk to the actual people they're having sex with in order to fix kind of what's going on in the relationship. I was telling a story today actually about the fact that I used to, in my early 20s, I would work with teenagers, and one of the things that I would tell them is, if you're not able to talk about sex, you shouldn't be having it. If you're not mature enough to talk about it and ask questions and discuss what's happening in the moment, then you really shouldn't be having sex. Well, my thoughts are pretty much the same for you adults. If you're not mature enough to talk about what is happening in the bedroom, to verbalize what you're needing, you're wanting, or even if you're struggling to say in the moment what you're wanting, to at least afterwards kind of what I would call come back around and go, there was a moment in our sexing that I really wanted to ask for this. Because that at least is acknowledging that you're struggling with verbalizing. But completely ignoring each other when it comes to sexing is not going to solve any problems. So for example, I had one person tell me, I don't think she's ever even had an orgasm. And I said, well, what does she say when you guys talk about it? And he said, we've never talked about it. We've never talked about it. Like, she just gets really uncomfortable and we just don't talk about it. Well, it's really hard to fix that problem. It's really hard to make strides in getting yourself or your partner to orgasm, to enjoy sex, to try different things if you're not willing to really be vulnerable and talk about it. And yes, talking about sex, it can be very, very vulnerable, but it is so incredibly important. A lot of us were raised not being able to talk about it. And so my challenge for you all is to look at where in your life where in your sexing you're not able to talk about what is going on. Where do you need to be more authentic and honest, or where do you have to have those hard conversations? And then more than that, where in your life are you not willing to be vulnerable? And I meant where in your life, because the truth is, if you're not able to talk about these vulnerable things, or this vulnerable topic of sex, whatever area of sex that is, if you're not able to communicate it and talk about that and be really honest and vulnerable, then I promise you, there are other areas of your relationship where you are not being open, you are not being honest, you are not being authentic. And so where do you need to step up? Where do you need to have the hard conversation? If your partner is the one who is struggling to talk about it, you need to have maybe that hard conversation of, honey, I'm not having sex with you until we can talk about the sex. We need to be able to talk about this. We need to be a team in this. I'm here to connect with you, and if you're holding back from me, that's going to create an issue in our sexing. Because I will say that is probably my top advice to my clients. Yes, I'm going to give all my coaching secrets away. No, it is one of the biggest things I just tell people to go do is, well, go talk to your partner about it. Go talk about that. Or, people will think about like, oh, I've never thought about that. I've never thought about that. And so go talk to yourself about it too. But really, communication is the key to so many of our sexual issues, particularly when we're talking about with a partner. It's different when we're just focused on ourselves, but when it comes to making a relationship better, making sex better, helping another partner heal their sexuality, you have to have communication. That is the foundation. You're not going to get any other work done if you don't have that communication at the bottom level. And again, it doesn't necessarily have to happen all at once, but to at least acknowledge that, I'm really struggling to talk about this, and then we're tiptoeing maybe even into conversations. And I don't mean like tiptoeing around conversations. I mean like going slowly, kind of putting your toe in and then pushing yourself to keep being a little bit more vulnerable each time. So I hope that helps. I hope you guys get something out of this video. And leave me some questions, some comments, some thumbs up, some hearts. I love it all. And I will see you guys probably not till Monday. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Bye, everybody.